Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, and well, back with a new unboxing video because I received mail recently. Once again, nothing new on this channel here, but once again I received mail from the AUT RECORDS camp, the label run by Davide Lorenzon, which is partly based in Berlin, partly based in Italy. This one came in from Italy, actually from Revine Lago, wherever this is within the realm of the country of Italy. I don't have any idea, but that's not a city or a village or a town I've heard of, so not probably one of the major metropolises, but I am curious. So AUT RECORDS, a label you've seen a lot on this channel, they've been sorting me out with like new music and stuff to review for many years right now. I think I've got like such a stack, minimum of their releases, maybe even more, sitting in my archives right now. Reviewed them all on my website nightstyles.de, link down in the description box of course, alongside all my socials and like radio shows, DJ dates and stuff. So things are running down there actually. And for those who missed this, I run a secondary YouTube channel with like classic DJ mixes of mine, and I've recently uploaded a new one from like back in the day, like chill electronics, like going into bass music and stuff, and I'm gonna link this one in the end card if you're interested to hear the stuff I might play out when you hear me somewhere or in a bar or chill out context or on the radio maybe. So let's go into this one quickly. From the weight, I reckon there's 2 CDs in there, 2 albums, probably new ones and those to come. The last one I've unboxed on the Gustav Records label has turned out to be like a interesting mixture of like electronic textures and of course like bluesy stuff, as I like guessed kind of, and I reviewed that on my website as well like a few days ago, so reviews up there for you to read. And what we got here is 2 albums actually. Let's get them out here. Both in shrink wrap and protective foil, and we got 2 press releases as well. So I'm gonna, oh, I lost one. I'm gonna take those out and remove the protective foil first because, well, as you know, I've installed a ring light to improve the lighting conditions on my channel, but this ring light, even like if I dim it down, is quite bright and tends to reflect even more than the lamp I had like previously. So I gotta take some preemptive measures, I guess is the word, to provide like a major glare. And what we got here is 2 albums, both to come, as I see. Yeah, one is released today, which is interesting. So we got a new album on the AUT RECORDS label, AUT RECORDS 112, to be released today, September 18th. So it's very suitable that I unbox this today. Here's the press sheet as usual. And what we got here is that's not a duo, but okay, that is like a combination of first names. Last names? We'll see. So we got Clicia Miglianti and Angelo Petraglia, Visions, a homage to William Blake. I guess this is an author, like a British author from way back, I guess. And they have like a whole group around them. So Clicia Miglianti is on vocals and Angelo Petraglia is on piano and harmonium and percussion. And they're accompanied by a set of musicians like on trumpet, flugelhorn, clarinet, viola, cello, double bass and more percussion. So this is an intersection between poetry and music, inspired by Blake's verse, which has come together over the course of nearly 4 years, I guess. They have sought to bring Blake's poetic vision to life in a symbolic journey through Blake's work as well, from birth to transcendence, with like captures with like things and excerpts, I guess, from texts and poems and compositions. So a conceptual album on the AUT RECORDS label, once again. Visions, a homage to William Blake. And the album looks like this. Very interesting. We got a man with like, from the back with like devil's horns moving somewhere through a landscape. I guess this is like a chalk. This is a chalk drawing maybe. And there is like some clouds, I guess, and some dunes and some like mountains far away. This is what the front looks like. We got the back here, and the full CD looks like this. Comes in a matte finish, which once again feels very nice, kind of slightly rubbery and kind of silky. So I really enjoy the feel, the overall feel of this. We got a 12-track album, total time of 43 minutes and 37 seconds with an inlay, and like this looks more like water, I guess, the CD, but is seemingly a takeout from the entire picture. And I don't know much about William Blake. I've heard the name, but this is all I know, so I'm pretty illiterate in that regard. But we got The Fly. Is that The Fly? The Fly, the old movie thing? The Smile, the voice of the ancient bard. Never seek to tell thy love, which is like very, very poetic, I guess. Infant Sorrow. The Garden of Love. I Feel the Fury of My Mind. Sunflower, and a lot of other like things. Composition and voice once again by Ecclesia Miglianti, and composition and piano, harmonium and percussion by Angelo Petraglia. So the AUT Records label is at it again with a conceptual tribute to William Blake, and the second one we got is about to be released on October 4th as AUT Records 113, an 8-track album, 40 minutes long roughly, which is by a quartet, I guess, called Kubri, comprised of Andrea Cravedi, Nicola Pericone, Riccardo Caviccia, and Vittorio Solinas. Due might be their second album, probably. I guess it's Due and not Do, because the album, the label has an Italian background. So I'm taking a well-educated guess here that this is not Do, but Due. This is a band from North Italy that is based in Piacenza, which is seemingly a town which has been around since 2016 as an experimental improvisation project before solidifying its identity in 2018. Kubri means bridge in Arabic, which is interesting, and they seemingly built a bridge between diverse genres as psychedelia, jazz, folk, post-rock. I'm all into that, and avant-garde without fully belonging to any of them. Well, similar to me as a DJ, I can play like a lot of things, but I don't feel like a member or like being a member of the techno scene or the drum and bass scene or the UK garage scene. I'm like, I don't know, I view things from the outside kind of, but I'm still involved. And I've seen an interesting interview yesterday on the internet somewhere, on YouTube somewhere, with Vladislav Delay, who has been like elaborating on his process, and like interestingly he talked about like that he has never been clubbing or raving, but has been like from reading about electronic music be inspired or has been inspired by that kind of stuff, and can relate to the more conceptual side of things, I guess, repetition and how things are like layered and shaped and shifted and stuff. But he has done work as Luomo, which was pretty much and pretty well received in the house scene, deep house scene back in the day. But I find it very interesting that someone who has never been like out clubbing like creates club music which has been like well received in the scene. And sort of, well, I've been out clubbing, I've been like DJing a lot of stuff, but sometimes I feel I view things from the outside kind of, and have my personal take when I'm in the studio with Sasha, or with like Sasha and PTBS in the in one of the sessions we had down there in Uelzen actually. And I feel I have a go and an angle on things from the outside, and I'm pretty much not too much influenced by what is hype right now in techno or whatever scene. But this is like on a totally different route. Let's go back to Kubri and Due. This release seemingly deepens the exploration of sound and narrative. Each track serves as a link in a continuous flow, guiding listeners through a vivid journey where improvisation meets carefully crafted composition. So they balance like spontaneity and structure, and which results in an album that is described as dynamic and atmospheric here. Members have been active in the scene of Piacenza since the 90s and have a lot of inspiration from a lot of people like Miles Davis, Charles Mingus, Duke Ellington, Naked City Lounge Lizards, which I've heard of, I guess, and Nels Klein, Jacob Rowe, Terry Riley, Tony Conrad, 80s Darkwave, which is also a thing I'm into kind of, and indie rock of the 90s, which is interesting because, well, indie has been around for a lot of years, but I feel like in Germany, especially indie, like proper indie bands and indie clubbing and stuff sprung to life in the early 2000s and went like massive all of a sudden. But let's have a look at the cover. There is a theme here, I guess. Due with Kubri, that feels like, are these palm trees on a seashore maybe? In very subtle and subdued colors. Beautiful and very symmetric artwork. I really appreciate that. We got the inner part of the CD, and we got the back with the track list. Once again, have a look. This is beautiful. I really dig that. So I guess I'm going to take this as a thumbnail shot maybe. And we got track titles here, which I can read, but I cannot translate because they are not in a language I do speak. So this seems to be partly Italian, partly French maybe, and partly in languages I cannot, if at all, I cannot like pinpoint. So Kubri, Due, second album on AUT Records to come out this fall. Really looking forward to review that. That's going to happen in a few days, I guess. I'm working a lot in the nightlife venue I started to work at last year, so there is a lot of shifts coming up. I'm really looking forward to this fall season and really enjoy the job there and the things I do there. And the money earned, I guess, will translate to new releases and stuff. So I have plans to push the labels forward, and as I told you in one of the last videos, there is tracks to be released and ideas like spinning around and stuff. So a lot of good stuff to come out of the last like leg of this year, and I'm really looking forward into like 2025 because, well, world domination and all that. Bass Junkie out for now. See you in the next one.